Welcome to the Four Listeners Program. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for checking us out this week. What up, everybody? I'm Spear. On the mics for me this week is the Z-Man. What is up, Z?
An older version of me. Is she perverted like me? Would she go down on you in a theater?
That was creepy. That's like Marilyn Manson creepy. That's weird. On the other mic is the mighty Ganthor. What is up, Ganthor?
I feel pretty mighty when you introduce me that way.
Hey, see, you like that, right?
You want to smash something, yeah.
Ganthor smash.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. I went to go see Zootopia this past weekend with my kid, and I don't know if you guys have ever gone. Ganthor's probably
to the movies.
Well, no, I think Ganthor's probably experienced this when you go to a new release of a kids movie, and then there's all kids in the theater. It's like a zoo. And it's just
you can't go to that and expect to watch a movie.
No,
you
right.
go there to waste the 2 hours that your kid is going to watch the movie.
Exactly.
While you fart around.
Yeah, exactly. So this week something must be done about new releases, and this is a show that I saw an article. Sean Parker of Napster and Facebook fame is peddling a new product called the Screening Room. It's a day and date new movie release pay-per-view mechanism for you to watch new releases the day they come out at home.
I'm in. I'm sold.
Isn't that what BitTorrent's for?
Well, I mean, before something like this, it was either BitTorrent or the shady guy on the corner who said, "I got DVDs over here," and it's some shaky cam, like pirated, awful version of the movie. This is a set-top box you get for $150, and you install it into your home theater system. And on the day the movie comes out, you can purchase a license to watch the movie for 48 hours.
Why would they make it a new set-top box? Why can't you integrate this into like an Apple TV or a Roku?
The reason is because they're putting like anti-piracy technology in the box. So the box is intended to prevent the pirating of movies through any other service. It's kind of a closed environment. So what do you think, Ganthor? Would you do this?
Dude, you have me at sold. I'm all over that. I hate going to the theater.
It's just the idea of this to me is brilliant.
Yeah, but there's no way it's going to happen. There are already devices you can buy today that will strip out HDCP. So the instant somebody sells this device, the first time the movie is shown, it's going to be on the internet in perfect Blu-ray, 4K, whatever quality.
Well, all right. So assuming that their anti-piracy technology works. Because I think they're.
If you assume that, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I would be all over it.
I mean,
it's not going to work, but I'd still be all over it.
I mean, this has some backing from some major players in Hollywood. It's like we're talking like Steven Spielberg, J.J. Abrams, Peter Jackson. They're all supporting the idea that they're doing this. In fact, Peter Jackson did a whole 180 on the idea of this kind of technology. A while ago, there was a DirecTV deal. That DirecTV was going to try to do these kinds of things. In 2011, there was a pact amongst 20 or so directors that signed a letter saying that the deal that several major studios made with DirecTV to rent new releases 8 weeks after they landed in theaters, that it was going to be a huge disruption, and that it was going to suck for moviegoers, and the theaters were going to get creamed. And it was big. Again, it was big names like Michael Bay and James Cameron and Guillermo del Toro. Now he's turned around and he said, "This isn't going to hurt theaters so much as it's going to help them." What do you think about? What do you think about that?
No, it's going to hurt theaters.
It's going to hurt them.
You've seen the shift, right, with the advent of Alamo Drafthouse and Movie Tavern and theaters along those lines,
right?
Where they have to bring in another attraction on top of the movie to get people to go.
All of our theaters up here now have the recliner chairs, though, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, but they need to do more than that. Who gives a shit?
Well, and they're all assigned seating, which I guess...
That part is huge. I love that.
That's a new thing.
Yeah, you get there exactly when you need to. You don't have to worry about trying to fight for a seat.
Right.
Or a terrible seat.
Right. You just walk right in, sit down, boom.
Yeah, I like
it's really
that a
weird
lot.
Though, because now the theaters, because they're smaller and they have the bigger chairs, there's only like 4 rows or 5 rows of seats. So like Minnie and I went to go see I don't know what the hell we went and saw, but we're like, yeah, we had the second row to the front. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. But like, we were second of 5, and it was a great seat.
But again, don't all of these problems get solved by being able to sit in your comfy chair or your couch?
No, man, this fucking chair is much more comfortable than my couch.
What?
Well, you got a shitty couch then.
Yeah, dude.
I don't got no lazy boy recliner in my house.
I got that big ass fucking lazy
I
boy
know
recliner.
you do, but ugly ass looking thing.
Well, whatever, it's comfy as shit. Fuck you.
You just, dude, you lay down on a couch. How could it not be comfortable?
Dude, these are really nice, comfortable chairs.
They're not that yet, but you know what? Like all sorts of butt juice is on that.
It always comes back to butt juice and
I'm not
splashback.
fucking licking the thing.
Well, no, but you're sitting on it.
Yeah, I got a barrier.
Yeah, I mean, there's clothing, right? People aren't like sitting naked on the fucking
I'm
chair.
not saying that,
I'm not-
but it leaks through, and then you're sitting on it. Then
It
you take
leaks
it
through.
You take it home with you in your car, and then you get it home onto your couch, wherever else you sit down, and then
This goes back to the splashback issue you have with public bathrooms.
yeah.
You have some obsession with butts.
So
It's unhealthy, Ganthor. You should talk to somebody about that, man.
whatever. Speaking about butts, I call your mom's ass the Death Star because after a canyon run and a shot in the exhaust port, she explodes.
Oh wow!
Would you read that off the internet?
I did. I had to find it. I call your mom's ass the Death Star because it can make millions of voices suddenly cry out and then be silenced.
Cry out in terror.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Star Wars mom jokes. Always funny, Ganthor. Always funny. So, Ganthor, you were saying about the movie tavern, that it offers something.
For me, Movie Tavern has worked because that's the only theater that I'll go to. If it's not playing there, I'm not going because I can get food that probably costs just about the same as a popcorn or candy at a regular theater, plus alcohol.
Yeah, but I've said this before. The movie tavern experience is a pain in my ass because there's people walking in front of you while you're trying to watch the movies. Like, I won't go see a movie there that, like, I really want to see. I'll go see, like, a dumbass movie, like a comedy or something like that, where I can get drunk and really not give a shit about what I'm watching. But I'm not, I would rather see a movie. I would rather see the movie. At least if you're going to do it at home, if you want to get food.
Yeah, I agree with you. The only reason I see it in the theater is because I'm intrigued by it and I don't want to wait and potentially have it spoiled for me by the time it is out on Redbox.
Right.
Because, I mean, the biggest thing is my home is more comfortable and my video equipment is better. I mean, Movie Tavern, they have reserved seats, so you can pick which seat you want to sit in, and if it's not available or there's only shitty seats, you can know not to go to that film, which is great. And that's another huge benefit that they've introduced that brings me to the theater. But I don't have to worry about that at home. Sitting off angle and getting the headache from the crazy perspective
Right.
that you have when you're not sitting exactly dead center.
Yep. Yeah, it's the best seat in the house because it's your friggin' house.
Yeah. Being able to pause it so I can go to the bathroom because I drank too much beer.
Genius.
Yeah, see?
I'm
all over this.
That's the best part. I mean, if they have a pause and a rewind button,
Yep.
That to me is worth the price right there.
Yeah.
No more running out to the bathroom and then running
What'd I
back and
miss? Yeah.
what did I miss?
What did he say?
Right.
What
None of
just
that.
happened?
There's always that one part of the movie that you wish you could hear what they said again, right? Like in the last Star Wars movie, there was like one sequence. I don't know spoilers, but there was one sequence that I would have rewound like 15 times just to figure out what the hell was going on in there.
I'm with you, buddy. What's the most you would pay for that?
So here's the price point. The price point for this is $50. It's $50 to rent the movie. It's a pay-per-view model. It's $50 to rent the movie for a 48-hour window. And if you want to see it again after those 48 hours, you pay another $50.
Huh.
The way they're justifying some of the cost to this is they're saying that the argument is being made that the exhibitors, the movie theater chains, won't get dinged by this because they're going to give $20 out of every 50 straight to the movie theater chains, and the movie theater chains in return will give you 2 free tickets to go see that movie.
Wait, say that again?
Right. So for $50, you get to see the movie in the comfort of your own home, and should you choose, you'll get 2 free tickets to go see that movie in the theaters, so that the theater chains get a shot at selling you the concessions.
Oh, I would throw them out. Not interested.
But even at $50, I'm not sure I'm put off by that.
Yeah, I would probably pay $50 because when I look at it, so what is that going to cost? Unless I'm doing it strictly for date night purposes, I'm going to spend that much in beer and food and tickets
Well, right.
already.
I mean, a family of 4 is easily going to spend $50 to $75.
Oh, I don't take my kids to movies.
But if you did, a family of 4, I mean, the tickets alone are anywhere between $12 to $16, and sometimes they're more in like places like New York.
So if you assume $10 each, that's $40 right there.
Right, it's $40 right there. But I'm assuming it's 15. I mean, if I go with just my kid, it's just me and my kid. Now, keeping in mind that I saw Star Wars 7 times, so I go and it's $15 for him, it's $16 for me. Right, so it's $30 just to see the movie, and then of course you're not just going to see the movie. You're getting the popcorn or pretzel bites or whatever the hell else, and it's like I'm paying $4 for a 16-ounce soda. Because I can't get, and that's like the kid size. I can't get the small, which is 32 ounces, because I'll be peeing 16 times during the movie. Because I'm old and I have a bladder the size of a pea.
I'm past the point where I have any qualms about bringing my own food to a movie theater. They don't give a fuck, and you know what? Fuck them for being greedy bastards.
So I'm in for $45-$50, and that's just the two of us. I would easily pay $50 to just sit at home and watch this movie. Shit, I paid $50 every time I went to go see that goddamn movie.
Yeah. When you guys go to the theater, do you get the biggest you can get, or do you get like the one you actually think you should be eating?
I get the one I think I should be eating.
And you don't want to upgrade for 50 cents more?
No, every time.
You're like, it's just fucking 50 cents more. What if I want a little bit more?
Well, it's not a little bit more. It's a lot of bit more. Because, I mean, the difference to go from
you don't
like...
have to eat it.
What the fuck am I going to do? The problem is that to go from a small to a medium, that's just a bag you just keep reaching in and you keep eating. You know what I mean? Does that ever happen to you guys?
You have no self-control.
Well, I'm just... popcorn is kind of like... Eating popcorn is kind of a mindless activity.
I think that's the definition of a mindless activity.
But you're just sitting there, and the next thing you know, you've plowed through the entire friggin' bag.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. I'm seriously considering getting this thing if it comes out. I can easily see this for really, really serious home theater aficionados. I mean, you're going to get the big projection screen. You're going to get the 4K projector, right? By the time you're done putting in like the speakers and whatever else, by the time you're done putting together your home theater system, you've spent thousands. What's another $150 to tuck that box in there?
Do you know a person who wouldn't have one of these? How many people have DVD players and Blu-ray players?
Well, these are the people that'll just say, "I'll wait. I'll wait until it comes out."
Yeah, until it's on Redbox. I mean, they're not going to pay $50 or Netflix, but
right.
The people who have Blu-ray players and who buy the 4K TVs and all that stuff, they'll be all over this.
I mean, it used to be that when you wanted to get something that you could watch the movie in your home, you had to wait like a year before. I mean, back in the days of VHS, right? It was a year before it came out on home video.
Nobody bought VHS movies anyway.
I did. I had a huge wall of VHS movies.
Is it bigger than my wall of VHS movies?
Probably.
Bullshit.
Probably. I had a lot. And
I had like 400.
What? Huh.
Yeah, I was buying all the previous reviewed stuff from Blockbuster, so I was getting like $5.
Yeah, I worked at Blockbuster, so I had that going on, which was nice. But it used to be that it took a long time for something to be available on home video, and now there's like a 90-day waiting period. It's some agreement between the studios and the theater chains that you have to wait 90 days before you can put a movie out for home release. So, just as an example, I saw Star Wars for the first day on December 17th. I will have the Blu-ray version of Star Wars in my hands on April 7th.
Yeah, that sounded really quick turnaround time.
Yeah, it's less than 4 months. It was like three and a half months. I will have it in my hands. But this isn't new now. This is kind of like the new normal, where you go see a movie and then 4 months later it's out on Blu-ray. So, would you be willing to wait the 4 months rather than spend the $50 for that day and date release of the movie for $50? Again, it's in the comfort of your own home. Your only problem at that point is you have to dodge spoilers for a few months.
I don't know. Because when you put it that way, why don't I just wait for 4 months till it's out on Redbox?
Well, because it shows up on Redbox even a couple months after that. Like usually,
Well, at that point, yeah. If we're talking like a year between when it's in theaters and when it's in Redbox, then I would probably do the $50 to see it.
because I'm one of the strange people who buys Blu-rays.
I buy them too.
I don't buy like the digital versions unless it comes part of the package.
Yeah, no, I need the disc.
What about you, Z? What would you do there? Would you be willing to spend $150 for this box and the $50 to see a movie, or would you just wait a few months?
BitTorrent.
BitTorrent. Fuck it. Option C.
No, I mean it's there's very few movies I feel the need to see in a theater unless it's got ridiculous special effects or sounds like Star Wars. I don't see the need to. I don't see the need to see a documentary in the movie theater.
But that's a great point. There are some movies that just you need to see on a big screen.
Right, like Avatar.
Avatar.
I disagree. Like I said, I think the picture quality on my plasma is better than any theater that I've been to.
Yeah, but the sound and just like being able to go to that and see it on opening day at the right level, at the the way it's intended to be watched. There's something to that like community aspect of it, especially for like something like cultural like Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean I'll say that like I saw Mad Max on the big screen, the Fury Road.
Yeah,
and then I watched it again when it was on HBO just recently, and it's a different feel to the movie on a big screen. The scope of that movie, there's a huge dust storm or sandstorm in the middle of it. I was blown away. I mean, blown away. Like I had to take a deep breath afterwards, and then I watched it again, and I'm not sure that I would have had the same reaction to it on a 60-inch screen, and it's a big TV. It's a good TV, but I don't think it has that same scope, that feel of bigness.
See, I didn't see it in the theater. I saw it on my screen on my TV, and I was very underwhelmed.
But I'm betting that if you saw the movie on the big screen, you might have changed your tune a little bit.
Maybe
because there are some movies that just beg to be seen on the big screen. You can't reproduce that experience. Like I agree with you on the community aspect of it too. Like there's something to be said for when like a Star Wars movie comes out and you sit in that theater and that the crawl pops up for the front, you get the big blast of trumpets and the Star Wars proceeds into the back.
Goes nuts.
Everyone's applauding. There's something to be said for that. You can't reproduce that at home.
Not looking for that.
You're kind of a misanthrope.
Whatever. So what?
Do you guys watch any 3D movies at home?
No.
Do you have a 3D TV?
I have a 3D capable TV, but not even interested. Don't care.
So I also have a 3D capable TV, and I found that I can get content for it. So I've been watching them. It's pretty good. Now, personally, I don't particularly care for 3D movies, and I will opt to see the not 3D version, mostly because it's ridiculously overpriced and it really makes me dizzy. But it's kind of neat to be able to watch some of these movies on my home TV in 3D.
I don't know. What I suspect is that the movie makers will try to make movies that you need to see on a big screen. Like Avatar, you'll need to see on a big screen, like on an IMAX. There's just no way, no matter how good your home theater system is, that you're going to reproduce the experience of being in an IMAX theater. I don't know. I go to enough movies that I think I would get this. And if I could do this for dates...
Oh my God, you're a pussy.
Oh, come on.
You cannot take a girl, you cannot call a girl and say, hey, you want to go movie and chill or whatever the fuck they're going to call it.
Why not?
Because that's the point of taking someone out, is to take them the fuck out.
Oh. Then I know whether or not it's true love. Because I don't have to go anywhere.
And you don't play home games anyway.
Well, all right, I'll bring the box with me to wherever I gotta go.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Can you start popping some popcorn while I'm wiring up
who's your internet provider?
When I do start playing home games, I think it would be a nice thing. That's all. I don't know. I'm in. Ganthor, what about you?
Yeah, I'm in. I would do it for that price range you talked about. Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah, I mean, just to sit with your kid and watch like a Zootopia or whatever that like Finding Dory comes out this summer. You know,
so you're talking shit movies though. You're talking movies that do not need to be seen in a theater.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't watch that stuff.
Well, I'm talking movies that don't need to be seen in the theater, right? And I'm using it for the convenience of not getting my chair kicked for an hour and a half. And I can do all the popcorn and all the other food-related things. I could trump the movie tavern because I can do all the food I want here.
Yeah, I think we might have reached the point here where it's because you guys got kids.
The only thing that would really piss me off is if they had the same 30 minutes of trailers.
Oh, well, that's why I don't want to see Zootopia, because I've seen that stupid sloth scene.
Right.
I can't tell you how many times.
Yeah, and it's no different. It's exactly
the
same.
I bet it takes even longer.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. But I mean, the trailers are out of control. You know, the
I
movie.
like the trailers.
Actually, yeah, I like the trailers.
You
too.
like 30 minutes worth of trailers?
Yeah.
Get there late.
Yeah, dude, what's your problem?
I don't know. I don't need to sit through 6 or 7 trailers before I get to the movie.
Don't be a
I hate
hater, dude.
The only ones I hate are the fucking ones, the 10 of them that say "turn off your fucking cell phone, douchebag."
Yeah, the M&Ms telling you to turn them off. Yeah, fuck you, M&Ms. I got a
that
feeling.
Stupid girl who sits on that bench and then it turns into Ivy or something like that, and she goes,
Oh, at the AMC,
Yeah.
theaters. Yeah.
"I
Yeah.
hate that fucking bitch."
Yeah, I got a feeling though they'll put all the trailers in front of whatever you do on this device.
Well, they're doing that on HBO now, which is pissing me off. You're trying to watch one episode of a HBO series,
HBO
and you got to
Go,
watch a commercial about
Vinyl, yeah.
and you got to watch what's going on with girls. You got to watch all this other shit. I'm like, look, I could see that all the fucking. Why are they trying to sell me on something that I already own?
Yeah, I already have the subscription. Right?
You're not trying to get more money out of me.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's not like they're going to charge you more to go see Vinyl.
The nice thing is on the Apple TV, I finally found how to figure out how to do the 10-second skip, so I can breeze through this pretty quick now. For those of you who care, it's you click on the edge of the scroll bar thing.
There you go. That's a little tip from the 4 Listeners program. Well, what did we learn? What did we learn about this kind of new release, day and date movie distribution thing? What did we learn, Z-Man?
If it keeps annoying assholes out of the theater, I'm all for it.
I'm all for it. How about you, Ganthor?
I call your mom's ass the Millennium Falcon because if you came in that thing, you're braver than I thought.
Wait, what? Why does Millennium Falcon have anything to do with coming?
Leia turns around and says to Han when she sees the Falcon for the first time, she says, "You came in that thing? You're braver than I thought."
Gotcha. Missed the reference, sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
Only
wow.
a Star Wars nerd would get that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I learned Star Wars mom jokes always funny.
Yeah.
Always funny. And for $50, I'm in for this thing. I'm a supporter. If they had a
It's
Kickstarter,
usually
I'd
what
back
she's
it.
in for too.
Oh my God.
Your mom's like $50?
Yep.
Wow. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
New York, right?
I think so.
You guys done? Can I get out of this show now?
No.
No. So if you would pay $50 to see a first run movie in the comfort of your own home, why don't you go ahead and let us know on the Facebook page, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com. You can check out the show on Stitcher Radio or on iTunes. Just search for 4 Listeners and we'll pop right on up. And you can tweet at us on the Twitters at 4 Listeners. We thank you for checking us out this week, and we hope that you will check us out again next week. Thanks a bunch, everybody. Okay, that's a good segment to drop in there. We can make this a nice, tight show.
Hold on, I got something more for you. Hold on a second.
What do you have for me? He's putting the mic down by his asshole.
Nah.
He's going to fart in the mic is what he's going to do.
No, because then he's got to talk into that. And
I know, and then there'll be butt juice on it.
That would be the worst thing ever. Even if it's his own ass, he still wouldn't do it.
No, he wouldn't do it.